Welcome back to the Community Corner podcast, where we explore the companies in the S500 through the lens of behavioral finance. I'm Arnav.
And I'm Nikhil. Today, we're focusing on Crown Castle, a leading provider of communications infrastructure, including cell towers, small cells, and fiber networks. Crown Castle plays a crucial role in enabling the growth of wireless and broadband communications across the United States. We'll be discussing how behavioral finance impacts their decision-making, diversity and inclusion efforts, adaptation to different markets, and how they compare to other companies in the industry. Let's get started.
Crown Castle has been a significant player in the communications infrastructure sector for many years. From a behavioral finance perspective, how do biases like the status quo bias and confirmation bias influence their decision-making, especially in areas like investment strategy and infrastructure development?
The status quo bias is particularly relevant to Crown Castle's approach, especially in how they manage their existing infrastructure and investment strategies. The status quo bias refers to the preference for maintaining existing conditions rather than making changes. Crown Castle leverages this bias by focusing on incremental upgrades to their existing infrastructure rather than making radical changes, which ensures consistent service delivery and operational stability. This approach helps Crown Castle maintain long-term relationships with their telecom clients, who rely on the companies as stable and dependable infrastructure. Confirmation bias, another key behavioral finance concept, also plays a significant role in how Crown Castle approaches strategic decisions and market expansion. Confirmation bias refers to the tendency to search for, interpret, and remember information that confirms one's preconceptions. In the context of Crown Castle, this bias might influence how the company evaluates new opportunities in communications infrastructure, such as the expansion of 5G networks. If Crown Castle's leadership strongly believes in the long-term potential of 5G, they may prioritize data and market research that supports this belief, potentially leading to overinvestment in this area at the expense of other emerging technologies.
And this focus on leveraging the status quo bias and confirmation bias has helped Crown Castle maintain its leadership position in the communications infrastructure sector, appealing to both investors who value stability and clients who rely on their robust infrastructure.
Exactly. Crown Castle's strategic use of the status quo bias in maintaining operational consistency and confirmation bias in guiding their investment strategy appeals to investors looking for a company that balances technological innovation with risk management. However, this approach also means that Crown Castle must carefully manage the risks associated with technological disruptions, regulatory changes, and competitive pressures, particularly as the communications infrastructure industry continues to evolve with new challenges and opportunities.
Let's talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion at Crown Castle. As a major player in the communications infrastructure industry, DEI is particularly important for Crown Castle. How does this intersect with behavioral finance?
Crown Castle's approach to DEI is crucial, especially as the company operates in a global and highly competitive industry where inclusivity can drive better decision-making, innovation, and employee engagement. From a behavioral finance perspective, strong DEI initiatives can enhance Crown Castle's ability to innovate and adapt by fostering a culture that values diversity and inclusion. A commitment to DEI allows Crown Castle to attract and retain top talent from various backgrounds, which is essential for maintaining its competitive edge in the communications infrastructure industry. For investors, Crown Castle's focus on DEI can signal that the company is socially responsible and aligned with modern societal values, which can enhance its reputation and appeal to ESG-focused investors. Additionally, DEI efforts can help Crown Castle build stronger relationships with employees, clients, and communities, reinforcing its brand as one that values inclusivity and ethical leadership.
Investors are increasingly considering DEI when evaluating companies, especially in industries like communications infrastructure, where the ability to foster inclusivity and innovation is critical to long-term success.
That's right. By embedding DEI into their corporate culture and operational strategies, Crown Castle not only improves its ability to serve a broad range of stakeholders but also strengthens its market position and attractiveness to socially conscious investors.
Moving on to market adaptation, Crown Castle operates in a highly competitive and technology-driven industry. How does the company adapt to changing market conditions and technological advancements, and what role does behavioral finance play in this?
Crown Castle's strategy involves continuously adapting its infrastructure offerings, technology platforms, and client engagement efforts to meet the evolving needs of the communications market while maintaining its focus on operational efficiency and scalability. From a behavioral finance perspective, this adaptability is crucial for managing the risks associated with market volatility, technological advancements, and shifting client preferences. Crown Castle's ability to understand and respond to new market trends such as the increasing demand for 5G infrastructure, the shift towards more data-driven services, and the growing importance of network security allows it to stay relevant and competitive. By using data analytics, client feedback, and market research, Crown Castle can identify emerging opportunities and adjust its strategies accordingly, helping to mitigate risks and capitalize on new opportunities in the communications infrastructure industry.
And this adaptability is essential for Crown Castle, especially as they face competition from other communications infrastructure providers and the growing demand for more advanced and secure networks. Their ability to maintain their brand's relevance and leadership in a changing industry is key to their continued success.
Exactly. Crown Castle's focus on understanding market dynamics and adapting its strategies accordingly allows them to remain a dominant player in the communications infrastructure industry while staying ahead of emerging trends and challenges. However, this also requires them to be proactive in responding to changes in client needs, technological advancements, and competitive pressures.
Now, let's compare Crown Castle to other companies in the communications infrastructure and technology sectors like American Tower, SBA Communications, and Digital Realty. How do the behavioral finance dynamics differ?
Crown Castle's dynamics are often compared to other communications infrastructure giants like American Tower, SBA Communications, and Digital Realty, particularly in their approach to infrastructure investment, market expansion, and competition. Crown Castle's strength lies in its focus on diversified communications infrastructure, appealing to investors looking for a company that balances scalability with operational reliability. American Tower, with its emphasis on global reach and diversified assets, appeals to investors interested in a company that prioritizes international expansion and market dominance. SBA Communications, known for its leadership in wireless infrastructure, attracts those looking for a company that is driving advancements in mobile communications and 5G deployment. Digital Realty, with its focus on data centers and cloud infrastructure, appeals to investors interested in companies that integrate communications with data-driven services. Crown Castle's behavioral finance dynamics are shaped by its reputation for quality, strong market presence, and adaptability, making it an attractive option for those seeking stability and growth in the communication infrastructure industry.
And unlike Digital Realty, which focuses heavily on data centers and cloud infrastructure, Crown Castle's strength lies in its specialization in diversified communications infrastructure, appealing to a different type of investor and market.
Absolutely. Each of these companies has its own behavioral finance dynamics that influence how investors perceive their value and potential risks. For Crown Castle, the focus on communications infrastructure, client satisfaction, and market adaptability provides a unique value proposition in the communications infrastructure industry.
To sum up, Crown Castle's approach to business is deeply influenced by behavioral finance principles, whether it's through their infrastructure development strategies, adaptation to changing market conditions, or their approach to DEI. But like all companies, they are still subject to the biases and perceptions that can influence investor behavior.
That's right. Understanding these dynamics provides a clearer picture of what drives Crown Castle's stock price and where the potential risks and rewards lie.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Community Corner podcast. Until next time, I'm Arnav.
And I'm Nikhil. Stay curious and keep questioning the narratives.
Right.